Just stand there, let's get to it. Strike the pose, there's nothing to it. Vogue.
No, it's Vogue, not cat scratch.
What? Cats can Vogue? Can't they? They have to be able to Vogue, right? Yeah, cats Vogue.
I know it's your signature move, so I'll let you have it.
All right, thank you very much. Hey, welcome back. We're the Fresh Dish.
For America's Best Dance Crew, week 6.
Yes. Holy smokes, we're down to 3 teams.
Yes, and they had the VMA challenge this week, right? They had to take a memorable performance from the VMA and kind of recreate it.
Yeah, they recreated. Now, let me take the microphone away from you really quick, just to say something in honor of the VMAs. I am very excited to be doing this show, okay? I just want you guys to know that. And that's about it, all right? I'm the man. Take care. All right, here you go.
Wow, what a week, really, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh.
Holy smokes.
We are not happy about that, but we are happy about this week of America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get you confused because we were voguing, right?
Right.
But actually, We Are Heroes had Madonna's Vogue.
And I thought that was very interesting. Okay, a week after Vogue Evolution gets voted out, okay, and everybody's like so all about this style now. Everyone's like, wow, we love this voguing and everything, and now they're gone. And then what? The show's thinking like, oh, what do we do now? Let's throw Vogue at We Are Heroes.
I want to know what they're thinking.
I don't know.
I wish we were sitting with them watching it and them saying, oh no.
Yeah, they should call us and ask us for our opinion on things, I think is what they should do.
But you know what? They did get voted off last week, Vogue Evolution, so let's just talk about We Are Heroes, right?
Yes.
I love it. I love the performance. I think that they're very innovative. That's what I'm trying to say. Their formations. Didn't you love the formations with the fans? How they moved it around and then they mixed their levels up. Right. The whole thing with the fans, and then it looked like it was some kind of like a clock, like gears in a clock. Like everything was just moving so intricately and just so perfect and tight. And I'll tell you what, every week, well, it seemed like every week they're like in the bottom, right? And it was like, man, it's like, I kind of like that they go to the bottom because then when they perform, it's like, wow, they're really good. And like they brought an extra something. And I thought, whoa, wait a minute, what's going to happen this week? Because they weren't in the bottom. Are they going to like slack off? And no, it was the best performance I think I've ever seen them do. And I knew they were not going to be the bottom because you know what? I've been saying it. I think they may go all the way to the top because each week they continue to improve. Yeah. But you know, why keep repeating ourselves, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in that. What I really liked is that little shout out they gave to you. Oh yeah, yeah, did you see that? Yeah. Yeah, everyone saw that, right? On their underwear, the letters on the underwear spelled Ernie. It was crazy. I was like, what? Oh my, they're doing that? National TV called me out like that? That's crazy. And you know what? I was just feeding your ego because really it did not say Ernie. Yeah, it said Ernie. I saw an E. I saw a couple E's in there. There was some E's in there. And there was an N that looked a lot like an O. Isn't that weird? But, you know, yeah. It was hot. Can I break it to you? There was an R. Yeah. Okay, I kind of messed with the footage a little bit and added it in there. No. Yeah. No, there's no messing going on here. Sorry. No. Yes, my name was on their chonies. Okay. Ernie, yes. Okay. Nice. Anyways, Afroborike. Oh, man. Afroborike. I'm a slave. For you. Okay, this is what I want to say about Afroborike. Okay, now everyone, I don't know if everyone knows this, but I do speak Spanish. Okay, I know. I am a Mexican American. Okay, and from time to time, someone has asked me, "Hey, how do I get to a certain place?" And if the street is like a Spanish street, it forces me to have to say it in Spanish because it feels weird saying Palo Verde. I have to say Palo Verde. You know what I mean? So when I talk about Afroborike, I want to say Afroborike, right? And I noticed like that everyone says it a little bit differently, right? Like the girl who's like handing out the things, she seems to have like a bit of a British accent to her. Afroborike, you know what I mean? And everybody says it different, but here's the thing. Everyone's talking about them. Why? Because they're sexy. Why? Because they're hot. And why? Because they're Afroborike. And they dance with a snake. Oh my gosh. Hello. That was crazy. What I like about them, what I like about the performance is it kind of imitates what we already know, what we're familiar with. Right. But then do you think it holds them back a little bit because it doesn't allow them to be themselves? No, you know what? I don't think so. I think they put their own style on it. Like when the girls kind of got up to the front and then they like did their like little salsa poses. I mean, that was like their unique thing, you know. And then at the end, I mean, I don't know. Seeing a woman scantily clad holding a snake,
you know, and doing that kind of model walk. I mean, that's hot in any language. You know what I mean? You got to keep that.
And really, they had the best performance because Britney's was the most memorable out of all of them.
Out of all of them, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So, the chains, the guys on the chains in the beginning.
Right.
I mean, all the way through, they had props, and they worked it.
Yeah. And the hardest prop was a snake.
Yes. But they should have had it out there for longer. Maybe it was too heavy.
Yeah, probably a little too heavy.
I suppose.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Don't.
But good job. Good job, Afroborike.
And then Massive Monkeys.
Wait a minute. What? Massive Monkeys in the bottom two?
Massive Monkeys in the bottom two.
That's ridiculous.
With NSYNC, the NSYNC song. But that's not what got them in the bottom two.
No.
But
saying Massive Monkeys is in the bottom two is like saying Rhythm City was in the bottom two. That doesn't make sense.
I know. And I just cannot believe that they had to go up against each other. Seriously.
That's just crazy. What is going on, America? Okay, what about this? What if there's people vote, right? Everyone votes. There's like a gigantic, let's say like 5 billion people that are voting, right? And they're split between Massive Monkeys and, you know, Rhythm City, right? But that's like 5 billion people. Then there's like, let's say, maybe like 2.5 billion in the Latino community, you know what I'm saying, for Afroborike. And then there's like another 3 million or something voting for the poppers, you know, the girls and stuff. And the votes split, and what happens? They have to face each other. But does that mean that now everyone that was voting for Rhythm City is now going to vote for Massive Monkeys? I don't know.
I think that's a really good point. I think they may have a little extra vote. I guess we'll have to see.
Maybe.
I lost you on the math. you seem to have that math all figured out.
That's okay.
So I'll rely on you for the statistics from now on.
But I don't know.
Okay, well let's get into their choreo.
Choreo!
Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. We all know I can't sing, but I love to do it. You know what? So I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when it's in sync. I can't sit still.
It makes you want to, like, spin on your head.
Yes.
Like they did at the end. And I think, is there a penalty for going over your time? Because their routine was over, and that dude still spun on his head for like an extra, like, Seriously. 2 minutes. It seemed like that. Like they went to commercial, they came back, he was still spinning on his head. What's the deal with that?
And it really didn't make for a clean ending. So come on, let's just cut it off and the music stops.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And how about this? How about Shane stop saying it was one of the best ever on the show? Okay? Every week you say it was one of the best ever on the show. And it makes me wonder, what is this dude like to hang around? You know, like we're driving through Jack in the Box and he's like, oh, Ernie, this is one of the best fries I've ever had. Seriously, you know? Or, you know, we're running chores or something, and it's like he's got to pick out grapes. Ernie, hey, these are some of the best grapes I've ever seen at Vons. You know? I mean, is that part of his vocabulary? I don't understand.
But it surprises me that you're saying this, because if we played back clips from the ending of all of our shows, we'd hear you say, go off camera and say, oh man, that was like the best show we ever had.
It was one of the best. It was. Every single week I say that, but I know it. Okay? It's different for me, people. But for everyone else, I hold you to a higher level.
Hypocrite.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, but before we move on from Massive Monkeys, I want to talk about that crazy head cartwheel.
Oh my god.
Everybody's talking about it. How could you not? I didn't even know those moves existed.
Yeah.
Really?
That was insane.
I mean, one hand, I can
How do you do a cartwheel without your hands, people?
I think they'd have to win for
that. That's like doing a pull-up without your hands. How do you do a pull-up without your hands? You can't.
Cut again. Let's just cut. We need to censor you anyways.
Okay.
But I think with them having NSYNC, they can pretty much take anything and make it good, right?
Oh,
because that's not a song
that was like a softy little, like, girls going, kind of song. And they made it like, bam, bam, crazy.
I know.
Awesome.
Loved it.
Okay. So...
leads us to that time, this part of the show where we have to do our farewell.